Call the meeting to order. Everybody rise for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Persick.
Here.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Here.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Here.
Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Kerwin.
Here.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Here.
Alderman Tudor. Here. Alderman Studer.
Here.
All present, you have a quorum.
Thank you. I declare the regular meeting of Wilmington City Council on April 19th, 2016 is now in session. Council, you got approval of the minutes from April 6th before you?
I make a motion we accept the minutes from April 6th and place on file.
A motion by Alderman Tudor, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Tudor. Yes. Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Pass.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Studer.
You say Studer?
I said Studer.
Yes.
Thank you.
7 yes, 1 pass. 1 pass. Motion passes.
Thanks. Mayor's report. The first item was what I'd like to do is I'd like to thank everybody that was able to attend the ribbon cutting ceremony for Petro last week. It was a very nice turnout. Petro did an amazing job of having everybody out there and letting everybody kind of learn and see what they got out there. You kind of really don't realize what goes into a truck stop until you're actually there and you see all the lounges that the truckers have and everything else and what they have available to them. But also being out there and seeing it, you know, with the large employment that we have out there now with Michelin and stuff like that, we've actually been there around lunchtime and to see how busy it got at lunchtime just with all the employees just coming there. So I think it's great. I think it'll be an added benefit and it'll generate more interest as it goes down. So it was great to see. So thanks for those who were able to attend, were able to get out of work. I know how hard it is. So that also on top of that, let me make some announcements. The water department is going to be flushing fire hydrants through the city the weeks of April 18th through April 25th. So it's kind of started as of yesterday. So they're moving right along, doing their testing that they have to do. We always, as you've probably seen in Facebook and the paper and everything else, that a lot of the older sections, they tend to get the rusty water after they run the hydrants. So run the cold water. Try not to use your washer and dryer during that time. Don't wash clothes. Never good. Happened to me before, a long time ago. You learn the hard way sometimes. So, and also the Public Works Department, they'll be out doing the leaf back pickup May 9th through May 20th. Maybe just a one-time sweep through the city. Wouldn't expect it anymore. If they get you, great. If they're unable to, if there's things parked in the way, they're not going to be able to go through the vehicle or anything else like that. But if they don't have the opportunity to pick it up, the bags are available at various locations and they will be picked up weekly by the waste management. And then kind of segueing into that, Waste Management citywide spring cleanup is scheduled for the week of May 12th. So trying to clean up the basements. And the City of Wilmington's 2015 Annual Drinking Water Quality Report is now available. The report's available either on our website or you can get a copy at City Hall. And the Wilmington Rotary Car Show is scheduled for May 14th, rain date of May 15th from 3 o'clock to 7 p.m. At the Winchester Green Shopping Center, and then again on August 13th, rain date August 14th. So they kind of like move their location around, which is kind of nice to see. So
On the asphalt.
what's that?
They moved to the asphalt.
Yeah, move to the asphalt.
Not the mud.
Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. It all depends upon the temperature that day, you know. Also, let everybody know the 10th annual Illinois Route 66 Red Carpet Corridor Festival is scheduled for May 7th, May 8th. I would anticipate, especially on the 7th of May, to see a large contingency of people in the area being in conjunction with the Red Carpet Corridor. Urban Day One is having their bison tours, and they'll actually be having a bus shuttle that'll run At 2 locations, there'll be Elwood up at their city hall, but most importantly, there'll be, their shuttle location will be down here in Wilmington, where the bus will actually come down Main Street and kind of up there by Van Buren, it'll actually turn around on Mill and come up Water into Van Buren. And they'll be picking people up there, and they'll be kind of the route. I think they're running buses every 15 minutes. That's what they were talking the last meeting we had. As many of you know, or maybe not know, there's the cows are expected to give birth sometime this month if they haven't started already. They're hoping that there was at least 23 that were pregnant. They don't know for sure, so they don't know what the expectancy is. So
It's quite a boon to the herd.
during this time, there'll be a lot of babies out there, so that'll really kind of generate that interest. So you'll see, I know that when I had the initial meeting with a day when they did this up in Rockford, apparently they got a bison park up in Rockford. They had over 4,000 people at that event, so we can have quite a contingency. So I'm excited, it's gonna be neat. So let everybody know about that. And then finally, we have a resolution.
I have that resolution, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, so hold on, let me read that resolution. Hold that up if you don't mind.
It's good, I had some questions about that.
Good. Gotta get to it, sorry. And as I read the, oh, I got the intergovernmental agreement. Do I have a resolution?
We have it right after the red carpet.
And I'll go ahead and read this in the resolution. It's addressing the concerns regarding the consolidation of public safety awareness, or public safety answering points in Will County, the PSAPs, and subsidizing in the new Laraway Road Dispatch Center in eastern Will County. What this PSAP is bringing awareness to is, as many of you know, we've been a member of Westcom now since 2009. I was going to say 2010, I can't remember. And as part of our yearly rates that we get, which is currently right around 180,000, is we built a new PSAP station with Westcom. And all the communities that are part of Westcom contributed to the construction and the build out of this new dispatch center for Westcom. So we as communities have already paid for our new dispatch center, and is if you look at the whole PSAP operation for Will County, it is looking to have three centrally located PSAPs, 3 PSAPs within the Will County region to serve the entire Will County as far as 911 goes. Some of you may noticing that over the past several weeks, as Will County is moving forward with their PSAP, they have expressed that there's going to be no payment. But basically, Will County taxpayers are going to pay for the entirety of that PSAP. So the concern raises from us as the communities of Westcom that in actuality we are paying twice. Our taxpayers are paying not only for the PSAP that we've been built, but now we're going to have to pay for somebody else's PSAP as well. I don't know if some of you guys may have been on council, I know some of you weren't. There was a lot of heavy discussion back when the whole PSAP, because there was talks and a lot of serious discussions of a consolidated PSAP that would have incorporated Will Counties and Westcoms in the same building. At the time, Will County couldn't make that jump, so to speak, or make that obligated need, or make that move to basically commitment. That's what I'm looking for, that commitment to go for that. Well, now they're ready to make that commitment, and now they're looking to put it on the backs of everybody in Will County, which would be fine if would be if those that have already paid for PSAP would be duly compensated back. There's no indication of that, and that's the reason for this resolution. Is a lot of the other municipalities that are under Westcom are voicing their same concerns through resolutions to let Will County know that this isn't fair. That we're feeling that the people that have already paid for a PSAP are now having to pay again. And this is the issue for the resolution. I could go into it word by word, but this is kind of what the resolution is for. So
We're disagreeing with it, to be.
what we're basically, yes, what the purpose of this resolution is, I know it's a lot of, but what I kind of expressed is we're opposed to our taxpayers having to pay for this
Okay with that.
PSAP.
I just want to make sure that's what this is.
That's what it's about.
I don't understand. This is what I want to understand.
I'm just confused as to why Greenwood would want to get out of the one they've already paid for to get into one they gotta pay for
Pay for it
again.
again.
Well, and not to get into, I guess I could, the details, here's the challenges that Braidwood faces. Braidwood is looking to initiate their out clause, which is a year, they have to give a year notice if I'm not mistaken. But Will County PSAP won't be ready for another 2 to 3 years. So what happens to Braidwood in years 2 and 3? You know, it's not our community, but it's really something that we gotta, you know, that they've been told, what are you gonna do? It doesn't make sense
Do they
for
think
them
they're
to
gonna
do
get
what they've been
freebie for
doing.
2 years or? what?
Well, that's, you know, and it's, I don't know why they're doing it, I don't know, you know, I'm not, shouldn't guess say the reasoning behind it, I have my own opinions, that kind of counter what they're trying to do, but I don't know, can't speak for their city fathers in Braidwood on why they're doing what they're doing. All I know is I can, basically what I'm really trying to look at is for what our interests are, and I believe, what do we got, 20 other communities?
There's 20 communities at Westcon.
And I know Bolingbrook just did this a week ago, and I believe there's several others that are doing the same
Bolingbrook
thing.
did, we had a Chiefs operating committee meeting Friday morning at Westcon, and all 20 agencies are doing the same type of resolution.
Why double
Our
pay?
PSAP is in very good condition. I mean, we were there, when we toured it not that long ago. It's a beautiful building. It's got room to expand. I don't know what the issue is there.
Yeah, I don't know what the politics are behind it. It's unfortunate that it's kind of going this way, but that's the way that the county board has chosen to go, which is what they have the full authority to do. But what
We're past the learning curve now where the dispatchers actually know what they're talking about when they're calling our
And I mean-
officers, which is a beautiful thing. you know.
And we, even throughout the whole, we've dealt with growth in calls, and I don't even know if our rates have increased more than $5,000 or $10,000 since we started this in 2009. And that was including bearing the obligation of this new building, which is tremendous in the way that Westcom is operated, and the way that, you know, from all the communities has been able to really keep that, the efficiency, but also keep the screws tight on the expenditures to ensure that, you know, what we have. I mean, for those of us who dealt with our own dispatch, we was looking at $500,000, $600,000 a year in dispatching costs. This is back in 2008, 2009. It was looking to go up probably another $200,000 or $300,000 because we were short-staffed. We weren't meeting the 911 needs.
We were gonna have to build another facility
Yep,
and an antenna tower and
Right.
buy the hardware.
And that's what generated the need. And what's nice is I think in January we get our budget number, which is usually right around $180,000. And that's what our budget is for the entire year. It's, you know, we know what our budget is for next year, going into next year for what we gotta pay for dispatch. It's already been set, I think it's 188,000, something like that. They're close, so the benefit's there. So, but I think at the same token, this is really the need for this resolution to really kind of address the leadership in Will County that, you know, from our standpoint, being members of Westcom, we don't feel it's fair or right to be charging our taxpayers twice. And in actuality, that's what we're doing. They've already been paying for the PSAP that they enjoy, or that they're, you know, with Westcom, that they are contractually obligated to, but now they're having to pay for somebody else's PSAP on top of it through their tax dollars, and we don't think that should be done.
And the county board is just gonna pass that along to everybody now and get what they want.
Right. Right. And you know what? If they
The real
pass,
winners will be the communities that aren't part of
That
ours.
aren't part of ours.
and you know, it would be one thing if they followed the same type of the same way we did with Westcom. The people that bore the cost were those that were providing the service, and that's what we're saying. Is those that should bear the cost are those that are being provided the service. That's what the resolution kind of alludes to, and all that attorney thing go there. And all that attorney
I
thing
think
goes there.
Kirby.
So, without further ado, if I could ask for a motion for the resolution on this, I'd appreciate it.
I move to approve resolution number 2016-06, a resolution addressing the concerns regarding the consolidation of public safety answering points, PSAPs in Will County and the subsidizing of the new Laraway Road Dispatch Center in eastern Will County.
A motion by Alderman Kirby Hall, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Lastly, just advise everybody, I've given a note that beginning Monday, May 9th, the Wilmington Coalition is changing their time and location of their monthly meetings. They'll be meeting at 6:30 p.m. at the Wilmington Library, correct? Good. All right, citizens' comments. Any citizens' comments tonight?
Go Hawks.
I've got time.
We don't, Cubs started.
We got time. Planning and Zoning Commission, their next scheduled meeting is scheduled for Thursday, May 5th, 2016 at 5 o'clock p.m. Committee reports, Building Grounds, Parks, Health and Safety, Alderman Persick, Alderman Van Dyne.
Mr. Mayor, the next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, May 11th, 2016 at 5:30 p.m.
Water, Sewer, Streets and Alleys, Alderman Studer, Alderman Kerwin.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve change order number 2 and pay request number 2 in the amount of $47,488.21 payable to deconstruction for the 2015 MFT project as recommended by City Engineer Colby Zamitis.
I have a motion by Alderman Kerwin, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Evans, any discussion?
This is the money that we were holding.
I'm releasing the money we were holding for last year. I'm holding retention from the ditch work they did on Taylor Road, but, yeah.
So we're still holding that?
I'm still holding the retention for Taylor, yes. So there'll be another pay request to close that out in the coming months. So
And it all stayed within the MFT budget?
it's all stayed about 17,500 under what we had in our resolution.
Further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Thank you.
Next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, May 11th at 6 p.m.
Police and ESTA, Alderman Studer, Alderman Tudor.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the Chief of Police to execute an intergovernmental agreement between the Will County Sheriff's and the City of Wilmington.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016 at 5:30 p.m.
Thank you. Finance Administration and Land Acquisition, Alderman Tudor, Alderman Studer.
Got 3. Mr. Mayor, I moved to approve accounts payable report in the amount of $680,693.64 and the March 2016 collector's report as presented by the city accountant.
Motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the waste management proposal for garbage, refuse, recycling, and yard waste collection services with the City of Wilmington, contract beginning May 1st, 2016 and ending April 30th, 2021.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second? Second. Second by Alderman Kerwin, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
8 yes, motion passes.
One more, Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the service agreement for on-call water and wastewater engineering support as provided by Strand and Associates Incorporated.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
No,
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
7 yes, 1 no, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, May 17th, 2016 at 6 p.m.
That's probably a lot easier agreement than the last one, right, Mike? Last meeting we had. Yeah.
Oh, the one from 2009?
Yeah. All right, ordinance and license, Alderman Kirby Hall, Alderman Evans.
Mr. Mayor.
You had to be there.
Well, it's going to be the Tuesday, May 10th, 2016, at 6 o'clock p.m.
Personnel and Collective Bargaining Committee, Alderman Hall, Alderman Percy.
nothing at this time, Mayor.
City Engineers Report, you got more than what Charlie's spoken to us?
Pardon me?
You got more?
Oh, that's all good. Thank you, Mayor. Engineers report, high-speed rail, those 4 projects, still waiting to hear from the state as to a public meeting scheduled. Nothing yet on those 4. 53 in South Arsenal. ESI is revising the plans to phase that project into 2 phases. Basically, phase 1 will include the permanent traffic signals. The temps we have out there will become permanent. Some drainage improvements out there, and changing the current pavement from asphalt to concrete. So that's the first phase of that, and that's what we're looking to move forward with them right now. 53 in Peatone. Tony and I had a meeting with Will County DOT on Monday to discuss the phases of that project as well. The phase 1 on that would include basically the agreement with what U.S. Coal had initially had in their agreement with us from back in, what year was that? 2008. 2008, yes, it's been a while, so. And that basically would be the option to construct without additional right-of-way. That was a discussion with the county on Peatone Road to see if we could move forward with road improvements without getting the additional right-of-way that they were pushing us to get on that parcel there, so. Everything seems to be going forward. Robinson's going to try and revise those plans to see if.
So we still looking for construction at that intersection this year?
Yes, that's exactly what we're trying to move forward with. Save the money on the right of way, use it for the construction and engineering to get that thing.
Did you meet with them out there this Monday? To look
I
at that?
informed them of that, and I'm going to try and get Eric Wessel out there this week to talk about it. I did bring it up to him. But,
Yeah.
They're aware of it. They're fully aware of it.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Following up T project, that was the agreement, you just, the pay request you just approved, basically, the project's complete, all the ditches are done out there, everything seems to be draining. I drive out there every other day, especially when it's raining, and they've been bone dry, so everything's moving forward good there with that. I had a meeting with the township this morning. They're going to be doing some work on Blue Road tomorrow. But they said that Saturday they would come out and do some grading work on Taylor Road to take care of the potholes and stuff out there. So we talked about that. They were kind of embarrassed that it's doing that already because of all the work they did. And they volunteered to go back out there and do some regrading for us. So, all right, great. Thank you.
Did that property sale fall through on that northeast of the intersection there, Peatone?
No,
Is it done? Because the sign's gone. I'm just wondering what's going on there.
I believe it's done, but no deliberation yet.
Do they have to put ground covering or in those ditches, soil erosion, or no?
No, that was part of the MOT to waive that cost, to keep it down. It is all seeded.
Oh.
So, I mean, we just need to get some rain out there to get that stuff to start blocking whatever. Yeah, no, it's been seeded, just that was part of the agreement to keep the cost down, was not to put all the erosion control components out there, so, yeah.
That's all. City Administrator's report, Mr. McGrath.
An update on the wind damage that happened to the community center at Lions Hall. The adjusters have been out. We're hoping to get the go-ahead to do the repairs to the roof that was damaged. And our insurance company will agree to that claim, it looks like. At least we have a preliminary agreement. And there's a $1,000 deductible on that. So we'll get that roof all tightened up from the damage that happened from the windstorm that came through. We did have another claim that we're investigating, in reference to one of our water meters at a residence on Kankakee Street. And we did have a firm come out and do another assessment to determine if you hear anything about a water meter failure, we'll have a report back. At this point, the preliminary information is coming back and it doesn't look like the water meter failed. But they're not ready to say that yet. They're waiting to see possibly the electrical, there could have been some kind of electrical current issue. But we did get our insurance company and get us a forensic investigative company to come out to make sure that our meters are functioning correctly. The owner's claiming a firefly caused a fire in regards to something that was draped over the pipe. And we're going to determine that or not. The firefly was disabled and everything's safe. We just want to make sure that our firefly didn't cause damage. And we'll figure that one out very shortly, hopefully.
Did they replace the meter already, or is he
No, we're holding off. The owner doesn't want the meter replaced, doesn't need to be, really. But the firefighter meter, we might have to replace. We'll determine that and get the report back. So, launching pad update, I do get some texts and emails and all that. All I can tell you is they're still negotiating. That's about all I can tell you. I did make a phone call to the auctioneer, and his last report was there was still communication. So I don't think we're going to hear anything yet.
I hope they work it out.
And committee of the whole meeting, you got that under your reports, committee of the whole meeting for tomorrow and 26th?
Yes, tomorrow, oh yeah. Tomorrow is committee of the whole for corporate budget. We have the corporate fund side, which is public works. As the police, we had the police already, no, we took that out, so the police was down in that. So it'll be the building and grounds, administration, and planning and zoning, things like that.
Tony, could you clarify what happened Sunday? It might have been on
Yeah.
Route 53 and 102, the disposal of some...
Chief can do it.
Chief could probably do that.
Sure, there was a truck that's had a spill. It was some fertilizer. It was not toxic. It was not hazardous waste. Started at about the mobile station going down 53 and then south on Water Street for about a half a block. So traffic was tied up for a while out there. The company did send us, we'll clean it up. The driver was cited. We have all the information. Getting it together this week with the fire department to do some billing for restitution on cleanup costs, what it cost the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Anything on the marathon station that we've done, real quick? No. Oh, nothing here?
I don't want to go to the attorney's report, see if we
Oh,
can...
maybe.
No, you got anything more?
Nope.
All right. Attorney's report, Mr. Urban?
Thank you. I have nothing new on the marathon.
There's your answer.
Last month, the city approved the zoning map for 2016, and there was 2 property owners that believe the property should be zoned industrial, whereas the map shows it's residential. So I did meet with one of the property owners, and after I sent him and the other property owner a letter, and so we reviewed the situation, and now the property owner knows what he needs to do if he wants to get the property from being zone R1 back to industrial, or to industrial for the first time. So, I haven't heard from the other property owner. But the wastewater plant, there's 2 little small parcels of property that the railroad wanted to acquire, and they sent us notice that they were interested in purchasing the property. And the city council had published it in the newspaper for anyone to submit bids if they wanted to buy the property. I believe within the last week they were given permits for Illinois constructors and 3-phase electrical to go on the property to do some work in order to proceed with what they're doing. So they had asked for a
entry permit, which basically would allow them to do anything they want. And the issue of compensation would be an afterthought, and, it could be years before they decided they wanted to actually pay us, so, for the property. So I changed the document from an entry permit to an entry license, so if they don't, come to the table in a relatively short period of time, that the city can revoke the license. So they have to remove everything that they've got under. So they still have some control over it rather than just, let them have free reign and they can decide when they want to come to the city. So, for payment. So that's all I have.
Yeah. All right, seeing nothing else, need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? Second. Favor? Aye. We're adjourned.